Hey guys, welcome to Skipper Surf Review. I'm Yuri Tsedenov, and today I'm going to talk about two of the most popular mid-lengths in the world at this moment. I've been getting so many DMs on Instagram and also my YouTube channel about CI Mid and Seaside and Beyond. One of the most common questions is which one is better. For the past months or so, I've been spending more time surfing on both models in the same conditions, and I feel like it's time to answer this question. If you haven't watched my reviews on the Seaside and Beyond and CI Mid, I've put the links for you in the description below. As you can see, the CI Mid and Seaside and Beyond have different outlines and also the history. The Seaside and Beyond comes from a fish and CI Mid from an egg kind of shape. As a result, they ride differently with their own style, which I really love. In my opinion, they don't overlap each other from the quiver perspective. If you're looking for a fun mid-length board with the feel of riding a shortboard and not really worry about cosmetic aspects in terms of glassing, the Firewire boards tend to go yellow because they use some sort of like different resin, and after exposing to the sun for a long time it tend to go yellow, but it doesn't affect any performance in my opinion. Plus, if you want to ride more waves in all conditions, then I would suggest going with the Seaside and Beyond. If you are more like a cruisy person who takes time to set up for a bottom turn followed by long arcing turn, then CI Mid would be a great choice, and it's so enjoyable. Has way more glide than Seaside and Beyond, and I also notice on windy days with some texture, as soon as you start paddling for a wave on the CI Mid, you will get into the wave no matter what. It just carries that speed so well through the whole ride. On the Seaside and Beyond, I feel that resistance from the wind and it slows me down, so I need to work a little harder to get into the waves in those conditions. Also when I ride on a wave, I need to try to generate my own speed, because I kind of lose that speed if I just I'm gonna cruise down the line. I will slow down, versus on the CI Mid I would still go with the initial speed that I had from a takeoff. On clean days with light wind, I didn't notice any difference. So if you're stepping down from a longboard and want to go with the CI Mid, my tip to you would be take a few turns just to cruise down the line. And it's not just if you're going with the CI Mid, even if you go for the Seaside and Beyond. Mine's just a general tip. When you get a new board, just take a few waves, just go down the line and feel the board and how it goes through the whole ride. Just enjoy the first glide. On the CI Mid, there would be like more like a single fin vibe, and if you spend more time on the board, you start to feel that difference. I probably start to feel that difference in the past 2-3 years, and in the past I was just like more focused on trying on speed and trying to pump down the line. But now I'm like more into figuring out how to do turn, my body movement and all that stuff. Before I was just like, I don't have a speed and I need to pump and pump, and because this section is closing out. So I was focused on that before, and now I just switched to a different world, like working on my body, on my hands, where to look and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty challenging at first when I got on the on CI Mid after coming from the Seaside and Beyond, and for some reason I was expecting the same performance and maneuverability. And last, Devon Howard commented on my CI Mid review, and I completely agree on that. I was actually able to make turns in smaller waves, but the condition need to be right. You need like more open face and clean conditions. And I also wanted to tell you that the fin setup makes a huge difference for CI meet. In the past 2 months, I started using FCS B5 Bonzer side bites, and with my center fin from True Amis. It's a 7-inch fin, and I feel like it gave me more drive through the turns, but I still need to wait and build the momentum to make a turn. And I also play with a single fin, which is actually cool as well, but after I put those side bites, those Bonzer side bites, it kind of changed the whole game for me. So it's really hard to answer this question, as I equally love both boards at this time, and if I could keep only one, I would go with the Seaside and Beyond, to be honest. In my opinion, it's a perfect all-around board for most conditions, and it spoiled me. I was so addicted to it for a long time, and it's not just me. As I mentioned in my other episode, I sold my 7-footer to my surf buddy a few months ago, and since then he hasn't surfed any of his other boards. He actually borrowed recently my 6.8, and he loves it even more. So just keep in mind, if you start with the Seaside and Beyond, and we'll try to later decide to go to any other mid-length, you will probably disappoint a little bit, because you will be expecting that performance that Seaside and Beyond carries on. So just get ready for that. That's about it. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Feel free to add me on Instagram. I always like to answer any questions you may have. And if you like this episode, please click on like button. Also, if you like all my other reviews, please subscribe. I really appreciate your feedback and support. Thanks again for watching and listening to this discussion, one-way discussion. And until next time, goodbye.